Creativity does not need you to sacrifice your own happiness. I promise. We've heard it all before. To be truly creative, you gotta be a little bit crazy. The tortured artist trope has been around for centuries. From Hemingway to Kanye, we've been told that the price of genius is suffering. And I believed it myself. My personal writing hero is David Milch, and we've all heard the stories about David Milch. I had an old boss who was friends with David Milch, and he told me all these crazy stories about what a lunatic he was. One of my favorite stories is that David was on his first date with this woman, and they were driving around, and they weren't doing small talk because he had to listen to the horse races on the radio. And as they were driving, somebody cut him off, and so Milch freaked out, and he chased him down, and he pulled him over, and he took off his shoe and he threw it at the guy, and the guy freaked out and drove off. And so now David is driving around with one shoe, and he's like, well, they're not gonna let me in the restaurant with this one shoe, so I gotta get another pair. So they drive around looking for a shoe store that's open at night. They finally find one, and they go in, and he's about to buy the shoes, and he gets really, really, really upset. And the woman is like, well, why are you so upset? He's like, they won't sell me one shoe. They're trying to rip me off. They're trying to make me pay for two shoes, but I only need one shoe. And the salesman is like, sir, they come in twos. Like, I can't, what good is it gonna do me to have one shoe? He's like, you're a fascist, you're trying to rip me off, you're a criminal. And he freaks out, so he doesn't buy a shoe at all. And he storms out, and then they go to dinner, and as they're having dinner, she's trying to be like nice and flirty and whatever, and he keeps freaking out about this shoe. He won't let it go, and he freaks out, and finally he just leaves the restaurant because he can't take it anymore. And she sat there, and she ended up having to pay for the dinner. By the way, she ended up dating David Milch for a long time and even living with him, which just goes to show you how much we're willing to forgive those who we consider geniuses. I love David Milch so much, I started emulating him. I started being erratic and crazy. I started staying up all night, drinking. I even started gambling. But as I learned much too late, it wasn't until I started taking care of myself, like getting more sleep, eating better, surrounding myself with supportive people, being a good friend and a good partner, that the really great ideas started to flow out of me. You know, that's when I started selling pilots. That's when I started getting staffed on shows. That's when I was able to settle down and write my novel. It was all of this happened because I got rid of the chaos. Because the truth is, our brains hate chaos. They hate pain. They hate disorder. They like things to be calm and cool and serene. That's when the ideas start to flow. That's when you relax. That's when the genius happens. Think about this. Why do most of our best ideas happen in the shower? Because we feel safe, because we feel calm, because we feel serene. We feel like nothing can happen to us, nothing bad. We're in this safe, little warm, little box. And that's when we start thinking of the good stuff. And that's how it is with life, believe it or not. The more we can make our lives like a nice, warm, calm shower, the better we're going to be at whatever we're trying to do. Writing, acting, directing, painting, marketing, anything that requires creative energy is going to be better served with calm and serenity and safety. Because in a world full of strife and chaos and awfulness, as artists, we don't need to go looking for it. It'll find us. What we need to do is get rid of it. We need to treat ourselves better. As artists, we just need to take care of ourselves, and the ideas will happen. So do the things that you know you need to do, the things that our mothers told us to do in the first place. Get more sleep, drink more water, eat more broccoli, surround ourselves with great people, do good things. That's what makes genius. Not torture, not suffering, not chaos. Peace and stillness and amazingness. That's the trick. That's what they never tell you because it's not as interesting. Treat yourselves great, and your ideas will treat you great. Thank you all so much for listening. If you like this, please like and subscribe and follow and whatever all the other deals are. And I will talk to you soon.